Welcome to TriStar. Today I'm going to show you how to edit your auto statuses. An auto status is a status that appears when you do something in the system, such as creating a proof of service, entering a job. For this example, we'll look at editing an order. So first, I'm going to go into this test order, and I'm just going to edit it. I didn't change anything, but there will still be a status notice that I opened the order and that I clicked submit when I was done opening the order. So now we can see that there's a message saying the order was edited by, and then the computer's username. In this case, it's Luciano. So now if I go to maintain setup and I go to diligence phrases, we can see our diligence phrases that gets used in the diligence menu. But on the bottom right, if I click the auto status option, we can now see that there are a bunch of statuses that get entered automatically by the system. For this example, we were looking at the order edited. There are a lot of different statuses in here, and you can look at them in this menu to see which one you want to change. Now that I've got the order edited selected, I'm going to edit that auto status, and we can see what gets printed. This screen has a lot of different options. To start, we can set it as a comment. Generally, we don't want this type of phrase to appear on the website, so we're going to mark it as a comment. We can also do the applies to court orders. We do want this since this is anytime an order is edited regardless of the job type, we want it to leave a status. We can ignore the phone app court/delivery checkbox since this is not for the app. We can also see the applies to the server check in the website. This is for servers logging things in on the website. We can ignore that. And it also comes with a template. This is only important if we are using the email defaults. If we are using the email defaults, then we can enter what we want to appear in an email when we send an email with this auto status. Since we're not going to send an email every time an order is edited, we can leave this blank. If we were going to, we could also check who we want the email to go to. So we could say, for example, every time you edited an order, you wanted to send it to the server to let them know that you've changed the order. We could check this with the email defaults and say, please see edits on order before serving. I don't want to send any emails to servers, so I'm going to leave this unchecked and go ahead and leave the template blank. We can also set the auto status to change the milestone. I'm going to leave this for now. We can also change the default status due. So let's say you did the proof of service auto status and you wanted to make sure that the order was invoiced in 3 days. We could set 3 days as our due date and check that box. The subject line is again used when you email something, if you want a default subject line. And at the bottom, we can see what the original auto status was for. Sometimes when you change the title of a status here, it is not always obvious which auto status it is. Luckily, we have this at the bottom, which will show you which option it was before any edits were made. We can see the bad address checkbox. So let's say you have a auto status that gets in, maybe it's a non-serve. So every time a non-serve is selected, you want to select, okay, it's a bad address. We also have a list of names. These are different things you can put in the template and the subject line in order for them to fill out. I'm going to uncheck that for now. Verify will make sure that you have no errors in your template section, no typos. And that is all for the auto status. So let's go ahead and make a edit. So we will say, instead of order edit, we will see an edit was received by, and then I believe it was user, user.login. And this will grab our computer name. Let me go ahead and make sure. Oh, no, it looks like it is login.id. So I actually need to go back to this and choose login.id. For a lot of these autofills, you're just going to have to look at other auto statuses that have things like the server name, server email. We don't currently have a list of everything. We can see date now, although if you do want to see a list, this will have some of it. This won't have everything that is available. this list of names. So now that we've gotten that changed, let's go ahead and click OK. And when we edit this order, we should see two differences. One, the subject line should be different, or the status line. So once we go into the status, we can see that the name was different. Before it said order edited by user, and this one it says an edit was received by. So now we can go in this, because the other change we made was we made it a comment. So we can see the original was not a comment, and this would display on the website, whereas the new version is now a comment, which will not display on the website. And these were statuses that were entered automatically by the system. There are many other options in the status area. If you are looking for a specific status, you can make a ticket and we can tell you which one it is, or if we do not have it. And if you would like specific changes, just make a ticket. Thank you.